Welcome to Rebel Wolf Healing. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Aquarius. This could be in your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or Venus. We are currently having the Venus in retrograde, and it's going from Pisces to Aries, back to Pisces. So I wanted to do a reading on this Venus retrograde and how it will affect you. This is a spread I did for myself, and it was really enlightening, actually. But let me tell you first, so the Venus retrograde, it's an emotional, introspective time where you should focus on self-love, self-work, creativity, and your spiritual connection. It calls for reflection on past relationships, healing wounds, and reassessing your values around love, abundance, and even money. Because you know how your worth is equated with your wealth. So I wanted to dive deep into this reading. We're going to look at the illusion. We're going to look at the wounds. We're going to look at the soul lesson, what is needed for closure, and then the path forward. Again, thank you so much for all your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your donations. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And if you would like a personal reading, please reach out to me via email. But let's get started off. Well, let's get started with this Venus retrograde energy. Spirit, what is the illusion for my Aqua? What's the illusion? What's the illusion? Your limitations, your fears. There's some fears. There's some that you're limited, that you're bound by your fears. Have the energy of you being afraid of, like, diving deep into the shadow, diving deep into that fear, diving deep into the emotion, not being afraid of it. Understand, when you dive into your shadow self, you're really hanging out with your inner child. It's not a scary thing. It's your inner child. And yeah, it's their insecurities and it's their fears, but it's not a scary place to be. Maybe overcoming your fear of unlocking things that maybe you're afraid to come out. But the only way to overcome that is to face it. You have to face it, as hard as it is. Spirit, what are the wounds for my Aqua? What's the wound? Saturn energy. Contracts, commitments. Until death do us part. Man, the wounds are you got a soul contract. You have a past life contract. Twin flame contract. You have a soul contract. And this has taught you very, very, very painful lessons. Because Saturn is the planet of tough love. This is where you learn patience. But man, the wound is you feel like you hit a brick wall. And you're kind of like trapped and bound until death tears us apart. The wound is you feel that you are connected and you can't let go of this person. But maybe that's where you need to overcome this limitations and fear and know that you can put an end to this contract that's holding you back, because that is the wound, not letting go of something. Spirit, what is the soul lesson for my Aqua? What's the soul lesson? We have Mars energy. The soul lesson, like, when I think of Mars, we think of Aries, we think of, like, the warrior. They said attraction here. But I'm really feeling more of you taking a stand and fighting to break down and end this contract. You're not meant to stay here. You're not meant to be stuck into something that is not for your greater good. Your lesson is to ignite, know your worth. There is something here about your lesson is igniting, stepping into that fiery energy so you can put an end to this contract. Spirit, what's the closure for Aqua? What's the closure? I thought a card came out. Spirit, what's the closure? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Cycles, completion, and change. And you need to speak your truth. And I'm going to take it. We have Pluto transformation. And we're going to talk about the closure. The closure could be deep, because you have 3 cards that really came out, wanted to be seen. This closure could be like a 3-step process. Correcting your mind, your body, your soul. Letting go of this is like deep. It's not easy what you're trying to let go of. Spirit, what's the path forward for my beautiful Aqua? What's the path? Going into your dream state, getting those messages, receiving those downloads. The path forward is going to be sent to you intuitively. This is your inner voice, your inner knowledge, your inner knowing. That's the path forward, to trust yourself. Trust your decision. Beautiful energy there. But this is deep, Aqua. This goes on from now until April 13th. You might be looking at this a lot. But you're looking at it so you can break yourself free. And how do you break yourself free? You manifest your dreams into reality. You have that clarity, that purpose, that foresight. You cut things with a knife. Spirit, please clarify this limitation and fears as the illusion. This is the illusion. Clarify. Yeah. 4 of Cups. And it came in reverse. Now, when the 4 of Cups come in reverse, this is about self-awareness. This is about focus. This is about gratitude. This is about seizing the day, overcoming your fears, overcoming your limitations. Something here about not missing opportunities when you see them. Not being unmotivated and dissatisfied. Not being in your feelings, because we have Cups here. There is something about you coming out of your feelings and stepping into your fire energy, that action, that movement, that... Spirit, please clarify this 4 of Cups. It's time to dive really deep and not be afraid of what you're going to find. Sometimes we find things we don't like, but it is going to set you free. Yeah, because you need to be the Queen of Swords. You need to be mentally strong. You need to have this inner strength, cool, calm, collected, and detached. No longer having this clouded vision. No longer being pessimistic. And understanding that you have your sword. You have your sword. So let's say you're doing shadow work and something comes up that it's just... There's times that I remembered things that I'm like, I didn't want to freaking remember that. But then I understood that I have the power to change that thought, to change that feeling, to switch my perspective. But it was also, I had to get my sword and say, you know what? I am not going to keep on reliving this incident, this time, this place, because it keeps me stuck in a contract. Heavy energy here of just because someone said to you that you can't do it, or you won't do it, or your fears are going to get the best of you. This is about you saying, you know what, I'm going to cut through all the BS. And I'm going to seize the day. I'm going to be self-aware. That even if I have fears, I'm going to face them head on. Because if I don't face this, then I'm going to be stuck in this contract and I'm just going to repeat this cycle over and over. There is not going to be any form of transformation for me. I won't be able to get the messages and the downloads and trust my intuition if I don't overcome my limitations and fears. I stay stuck. I'll be honest with you guys, just to show you like fears and limitations. My biggest fear was leaving my children. And I still, but staying in Texas and being in Texas would have killed me. It was hard there. No support. No, I didn't feel planted. Like, it was always like I was just walking in this dream state alone. Until I finally said, you know, no. I explained to my children that my strength is not there. I'm sorry, it's not where you are. But I'm going to get stronger, and I'm going to build myself up, and then you can come and visit. But that was the hardest thing, because at one point, I truly felt consumed by it. This is about you not letting, this is about choosing you. Choosing you. Because the only way I can end that contract is if I finally made the decision to leave for once and for all. And then all of a sudden there's gonna be these shifts and these changes and this inner knowing. This inner knowing, Aqua. Spirit, please clarify this Queen of Swords. I just thought I had to explain, because I know a lot of times we're in situations and it's like, you need to get another perspective, another side, like, Spirit. How do you overcome your fears and limitations? You become the King of Cups. This emotionally balanced, mastering your emotions, heart-centered, understanding, self-aware, psychic, intuitive, clairvoyant, clairdescent, the list goes on and on. Mastering your mind and your heart. Mastering your mind and your heart to overcome your fears and limitations. Beautiful energy. Now, the wound that you have is this: until death tear us apart. This contract, this Saturn-like energy. This contract that you had that nearly destroyed you. Because it was intense. This is the wound. Being afraid to let this go. But letting this go frees you. Letting this go is going to free you. You just have to let it go. And the pain that's with it. And the limitation that's with it. And the fears that are with it. Spirit, please clarify this wound. Gotta let this go. And you're going to let it go every day. Every day you're going to let it go. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about being hard work and responsible and protective and grounding your energy, being patient with the process. You really need to be patient with ending this contract because it's slow. I mean, the Knight of Coins is some slow energy. You have to be patient with this. You can be breaking a generational curse, and I mean, you could be breaking something that's beyond. Spirit, please clarify this wound. And maybe the wound is you don't feel protected. You don't feel grounded. Spirit, please clarify this wound. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This leaves you in anguish. And then we have Page of Swords. Because, you know, again, we're going to talk about this. But there's someone still watching you. Still playing mind games. Still gossiping. Still talking. The contract is you overcoming this Nine of Swords, this mental anguish. This was a traumatic, and I mean traumatic experience that you've been through. Whatever this is in your life. Fit it where you need to fit it. But this caused you major loss of hope. Major loss of believing in love. This left you with nightmares and guilt and shame. Just the intensity of this contract was insane. And that's the wound. But it's about mastering and healing from trauma. It's about overcoming your anxiety, overcoming your fears, overcoming your dark thoughts, overcoming the chaos agent that's inside your head. these intrusive thoughts. And then, of course, the Page of Swords came out. So let's look at the Page of Swords in its duality. When it is upright, this is about your thirst for knowledge. Learning. Learn everything you can about how to overcome fear, how to overcome limitations, how to close out a karmic contract, how to become mentally strong, emotionally balanced, and self-aware. Then that's what you need to do. But it's also about, there could be this energetic energy still holding on. But you have the strength and you have the sword. You have the sword to cut it out. This is your choice to make. This is your choice to make, to cut it out. To no longer allow people, places, or things to rock your stability, your mental stability. Because the soul lesson is, bro, it's fire. You see this? It's time to, burn this bridge. Mars energy. It is time for war. And the war is, you are battling whatever contract that no longer serves you. It's time to burn that bridge. Because when you burn that bridge, you're going to close out a chapter. You're going to step into your truth. And you're going to go through that major Pluto death and rebirth. The phoenix rises. Spirit, please clarify this Mars energy as the soul lesson. You're meant to be strong and fierce. And you're meant to check someone too. With truth, of course. Because judgment, victory, Seven of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords, solar eclipse. That's when it could be taking place. It's pretty heavy energy. Let's talk about all of this. Your soul lesson was to burn the past to the ground. As you burn the past to the ground, you're going to have your rebirth. Your mission is complete. You're on the path of renewal. You have a new spiritual calling. Put an end to this so that you can continue on that path of victory and success. You are defeating this Seven of Swords. People who are full of secrets, lies, deception, blah, blah, blah. You're defeating it because you have the Ace of Swords. This is that aha, that clarity, that all-knowing. This could be taking place in the solar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse coming in March. There's like a solar and a lunar eclipse happening. Powerful energy. So this is about you finding your inner truth. You becoming the catalyst for change. Major transformation. New beginnings. Your soul lesson was to step into your fire energy. Now, the closure, which you had 3 cards. The closure is cycles, change, completion, truth, expression, Pluto, transformation. Bro, it's about you speaking your truth, closing out cycles, and going through that phoenix rising, that scorpionic energy, that turning your inner knowledge into outer knowledge. Something about that. What you've been through. How you overcame this. How you closed out this chapter. I'm really feeling this heavy energy. How you close out this contract is to tell the truth about this contract. What did you go through? What did you endure? And your rebirth is ready. Spirit, please clarify this closure. Clarify this closure energy for my beautiful Aqua. Yeah, because you're the Queen of Wands. What I tell you, just step into your fire. I am not even going to clarify. The Queen of Wands is extremely confident, courageous. She is a badass. This could be masculine or feminine. Understand, I don't read for genders. It's energy only. This is about you being a visionary, about you lighting up a room when you walk into it. You are passionate and creative. And you burn with this fire. And that's it. Your closure is your strength, your courage. The Queen of Wands even challenges the Empress. That's how sure she is. She will even challenge an Empress. That's what you need to step into. Because your path forward is we have this message. We have this dreams. The path forward is you are getting those intuitive downloads. You have that inner knowing. You have that inner wisdom. You are like the high priestess, a bridge between the physical and the spiritual world. You know which way to go. Spirit, please clarify this messages and dreams. Write down your dreams too. They might be weird, but write them down, because there's little symbols and information in those dreams. You think the dream is about this, but when you really break it down, it's like, I was just supposed to look at the symbolic meaning. Spirit, please clarify this path forward. I'm all hyped up right now. Seven of Cups. There are going to be, and it's in reverse, there is going to be many possibilities for you. But you have, and I love, it's like you're tapping into your psychic gifts. Clairvoyant, clairdescent, clairaudient. You're going to be very decisive, very concrete thinking. And then we have the Star. And then we have the Hangman. So, Aqua, the path forward is you knowing that your wishes are going to be granted. You are on the path of hope, healing, and inspiration. You overcame your limitations and your fears. You stepped into your truth. You closed out this very painful contract by you stepping into your confidence, your strength, and your truth. And you are burning what no longer serves you. You are like the Hangman. You're like that Piscean. You go with the ebb and flow. If God moves you this way, you go that way. And you trust. You trust. If you take the first step, divine source is going to help you throughout. But this is also about you trusting in yourself and your abilities, your strength. And we have the Cups, Swords, and Wands. This is tapping into your truth, tapping into your emotions, and tapping into your fire, your power. Because you definitely have some serious power, Aqua. You just got to step into it. You got to release this fear of closing something out. It might feel like you're losing everything, but what you're going to gain is a brand new beginning. You're not losing anything. You're getting a brand new beginning. No longer held by that karmic, toxic energy. You're releasing it. All right, I want to get a rune, because I love it. I love these runes, by the way. Like, I am so into it. Like, now, every morning, I'm like pulling one. I'm like, yes. Let's see. Spirit, what do you need my beautiful Aqua to know? What message do you need my beautiful Aqua to know? What? And we have two, so I have to take it. I have to take it. We have this one right here. Oh my, that was the first one. That's the Tree of Life. So this is the U tree. This is the Tree of Life. This is all about renewal, cycles, transformation, divine protection, and wisdom. This is your sense of purpose. You're finding your sense of purpose. And then let's get the other one. We have to. It looks like an upside down F. Let's see. Let's see. I love it. You guys need that. This is called Fihu. I'm probably saying it wrong, but this is about wealth, abundance, prosperity, and success. The power of setting your intention and the ability to manifest desires into reality. This represents the cattle. Very nice, Aqua. Very nice. Let's just get some advice from the heavenly bodies to close this out, okay? Spirit, what advice do you have for my beautiful Aqua? What advice? Thank you, Spirit. Opposition. Now, opposition is an aspect in your birth chart. This is where there's tension. There's a power struggle. There's an imbalance. So let's see what this has to say. There could be a message here you need. Two opposing forces who dance in harmony give birth to life. So can you nurture the challenging parts of yourself with the same commitment as you do your strengths? Can you approach the outside world with the same inclusivity? Look upon the faults of others as gently as your own. By hardening into judgment in the face of opposition, you only block yourself. Can you soften judgment and let it become compassion? You will, in turn, find more compassion for yourself. And that is so true. It's so true. Being a compassionate person, I think that's what screwed me up a lot. Because I can understand someone else's flaws and I can forgive, but I didn't have a really good balance. So maybe there's a message for you to balance out that for yourself. Aqua, I'm sending you so much love and light. And remember that you are loved and you have always been enough.